Thank you for your condolences. Today's theme, Lessons from Nature, invites us to reflect on the wisdom nature offers us and how we might better understand our place within it. If we pause to observe, nature always speaks to us in metaphors. The river flows, adapting to obstacles in its path. The trees grow steadily, standing firm through storms. To be as busy as the ants and the bees is another colloquialism that humans have coined from observing nature. These are lessons in resilience, patience, and harmony. Lessons that us humans, despite our many civilizational advances, often forget. Perhaps our short sightedness and even shorter lifespans are to be blamed here. Perhaps nature itself is to be blamed here. Perhaps we are in a hurry to see the results of our work before we become one with nature in a truer sense. I do not know. On that note, allow me to tell you my own story. I am an ardent student of nature, and I would spend entire days and when nature permitted even the nights in the mountains of the Black Forest. When I moved back to Mumbai 2 years ago, after spending 6 years there, the callousness with which we treat nature in our beloved motherland gave me a reverse cultural shock. But Mother Nature saved me, and I began my journey back towards optimism very slowly and cautiously. I began by caring for the birds and animals in my society and slowly ventured out of Mumbai and started exploring the nature in and around Mumbai. While I was engaged in that act, I would observe closely what nature was trying to tell me. What I noticed was there is not much difference between us and nature. Like, like us, the other living beings in the environment care for their young ones. They work diligently to build their homes, and just like us, they also compete for resources as we do. The plants in a forest connect their roots so they can share nutrients and hold on to each other during storms and floods. This is how the forest takes care of the delicate saplings cradled in its bosom. Connecting with nature gave me hope and made me realize that all was not lost and we can still come back from the brink. One thing was certain: we humans only have the ability to transform matter, that is, and it is only Mother Nature who can create and provide. A materialistic mindset dominates the present zeitgeist. For millennia, humans and nature have lived as one, but we have forgotten the wisdom of our ancestors. Yet, I firmly believe on today's Republic Day occasion that we can be Vishwagurus once again, not by showing the world how to dominate nature and subdue it, but by pioneering a harmonious relationship with it. Let us remember the visionary work of Dr. J.C. Bose, who proved to the world, despite ridicule, that plants too are living beings. They are sentient beings. His discoveries remind us of an essential truth that life is interconnected and our survival depends on honoring these connections. Now I thank you for lending me your ear. Let us begin our session today. To the guests and club members, please feel free to share your thoughts with us on today's theme when you take the stage. As usual, we have prepared speeches followed by the table topics round, and this will be followed by today's special activity, which I will reveal in due course of time. Following which, we will have the evaluations. For a successful meeting and to help the evaluators, we have a tag team, which stands for the timer, the R counter, and the grammarian. I would now like to call upon Toastmaster Raviraj, who is our grammarian for today's meeting, to come forth and talk about his role and how it will help us to improve as speakers. Toastmaster Raviraj, everyone.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Saiprasad. So, good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I'm Toastmaster Raviraj, and I will be your grammarian for the day. As a grammarian, it is my responsibility to listen carefully to all the speakers and make a note of the correct usage and not so correct usage of English. It is also my responsibility to give today's word of the day and idiom of the day. So today's word of the day is resilience. Resilience means the capacity to recover quickly from any hardships. So correct usage of the word is after the storm, the resilience of the community helped them to rebuild quickly. Now moving on to the idiom of the day. Today's idiom of the day is to be as busy as a bee, which means being extremely busy and active in your work. The correct usage is she was as busy as a bee in organizing the event for the company. I request each and every speaker to use the word of the day and idiom of the day in their speeches. And I request everybody, once the speaker has used the word of the day and or idiom of the day, please appreciate the speaker by giving a thumbs up or by any reaction. Thank you, all of you, and over to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Saiprasad.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raviraj, for comprehensively explaining us the rules and regulations for today's meeting. I would now like to call upon the R counter, Toastmaster Sanket, for the R counter guidelines. Toastmaster Sanket, everyone.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sai Prasad. Greetings to our fellow Toastmasters and guests. My role as our counter today would be to note words and sounds and usage of crutch words or fillers or pauses. Crutch words including, such as, but, so on. And I'll also listen to filler sounds like or something on those lines. And at the end of the meeting, I will present my report when I would be called upon. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sanket. Succinct as always and very precise. Time passes quickly when we talk about the things that are dear to us. And to check us on that front, I call the timer for today's meeting, Toastmaster, apologies, Toastmaster Rohit. Toastmaster Rohit, everyone.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sai Prasad. Am I audible? Okay, yeah. So today I am playing the role of a timer, and the role of the timer is very important, as Toastmaster Sainander explained in the start that childbirth. Give the example of a childbirth. If you take the example of childbirth, the time is very important for a childbirth. So we are bounded by the nature, and when we do not adhere to the timelines, so the nature will give us trouble. So that theme is also very apt for this lesson from nature. So somewhat we are very much bound by the nature and the timelines. So that is why time is very important for all of us. So today I am playing the role of a timer, and I just explained the rules. So that meeting divided into three sections. First is the prepared speech. So for the prepared speech, the time is 5 to 7 minutes, and I will show a green card like this after 5 minutes, and I will show a yellow card after 6 minutes and a red card after 7 minutes for the prepared speech. And for the second round, which is table topic, which the time allocated is 1 to 2 minutes, and I will show a green card after 1 minute, and after 1.5 minutes, I will show a yellow card, and after 2 minutes, I will show a green card. For the third round, which is the evaluation round, I will show a green card after 2 minutes, and after 2.5 minutes, I will show a yellow card and a red card after 3 minutes. And there will be a 30-second grace period on either side of the speech. And I will show my report at the end of the meeting when called by general evaluator. Thank you, Toastmaster Saiprasad. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anup, for those
Saiprasad,
detailed instructions.
Toastmaster Saiprasad, just if I may. So I just want all of us to just give a applause to Toastmaster Rohit. He's joining us from Transcendence Toastmasters Club Indore, and he took up the timer role just like 15 minutes before the meeting since we had a tag roll back out. So thank you for chipping in and just
Thank you.
appreciation note.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, Toastmaster Saiprasad, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rohit, for fulfilling this request on a very short notice. We will now move on to the highlight of today, the prepared speeches section, and we have many. I would now like to call upon the general evaluator, Toastmaster Shubhayan, to elaborate on the objectives of the prepared speeches.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Saiprasad. So today, for this purpose of this meeting, we'll be having a total of 4 speeches. And timer is to note that each of the speeches will be from 5 to 7 minutes. So before I introduce our first speaker of the day, I would like to call upon her evaluator, Toastmaster Lavina. Toastmaster Lavina, please introduce the speech objectives of Toastmaster Sudha's speech. Over to you.
Hi guys, good morning and very happy Republic Day today. So I have the member named Toastmaster Sudha Warrior, who would be attempting her project project fourth of her level 1. Her project is Introduction to Vocal Variety and Body Language. The purpose of her project is to practice using vocal variety and body language to enhance a speech. Over to you, Toastmaster. I actually do not know how do you guys follow. Should I give it back to Sudha, or it goes back to the evaluator, because each club has their own prepared speeches things. So yeah, do let me know if I'm wrong.
Toastmaster of the day.
Yeah, it should ideally go to the Toastmaster of the day.
Okay, so okay, all right. So I would hand back to Toastmaster Saiprasad for it.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lavina. I would now like to invite Toastmaster Sudha ma'am for her L1P3 speech. Everything you imagine is real after all. Let me repeat that. Toastmaster Sudha, everything you imagine is real after all. You're muted.
Very good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Man by nature is a social animal. What Aristotle said in his work of Politics. The most important thing is we are not human doings, we are human beings. The greatness of humanity is not by being a human, but by being humane. He emphasized that humans thrive in communities and are naturally inclined to relationships, collaborate, and live together. This concept highlights our innate need to connect, communicate, and cooperate to achieve fulfillment and also sometimes survival. One of the greatest gifts we have been endowed is the ability to emote, feel empathy, appreciate and express, and the most important, continuously evolve with this balanced partnership of the brain and the heart. They say art is a man's nature and nature is God's own art. Music, dance, theater, storytelling, painting, folklore, handicraft are all parts of this human creation. A magical human mind to create something which is pleasing to the eye and also music to the soul. Art allowed in the early times for human beings to express emotions and ideas that words cannot. Art also brought a lot of people together because they wanted to hear what they think after seeing something beautiful. And that's how art has become a timeless testament to our capacity to imagine, innovate, and also connect. Friends, there are many works of art which we all can write essays about. But the one I saw recently was the marvel of the theater, the stage adaptation of Life of Pi. Based on the beloved novel of Jan Martel, this play is not just a retelling of a story. I'm actually getting goosebumps. It's a testament to the transformative power of theater. I've watched the movie like many of us have done, thanks to Irfan Khan. And here I was triggered by the message of the stark difference between animals and human beings. And we sometimes choose to neglect it when we appreciate them or even suppress them. Life of Pi is a tale of survival, spirituality, and the boundless human imagination. It takes us on an extraordinary journey across the vast Pacific Ocean, where a young boy named Pi finds himself stranded in a lifeboat with the most unlikely of companions, a Bengal tiger named Richard Parker. While the novel weaves this tale with vivid prose, the theatrical adaptation brings it to life with unparalleled artistry, creating a visual and emotional masterpiece. What makes the theater version of Life of Pi so remarkable is its ability to merge the technical brilliance of profound storytelling through puppetry. To bring Richard Parker to life is nothing short of a genius. Each movement, every growl, and even the tiger's gaze feels real. Yet it reminds us of the magic of theater, a place where artifice and authenticity coexist to inspire wonder. The set design is another marvel. With its dynamic and fluid staging, it transforms from the calm of the zoo to the chaos of the storm-tossed sea in just few seconds, immersing the audience in Pi's world. The lighting and the sound effects create an atmosphere so vivid that you can almost feel the salt spray of the waves and hear the eerie stillness of the open ocean. But beyond the technical brilliance, what truly elevates this play is its emotional depth. At its heart, Life of Pi is a story about resilience, the search for meaning, and the blurred lines between reality and illusion. The play captures these themes very well, reminding us of the indomitable human spirit. As the mind goes through a major turbulence like the storm, where the protagonist loses the family as the ship actually sinks. Friends, theater in its essence is about connection to live emotions and enhancing the experience by stimulating our five senses in a different manner. For the artist, It is a responsive clapback or even criticism of his talent in the pursuit of immersion in the marvel. The adaptation of Life of Pi does exactly that. It connects to the wonder of the story, the artistry of performances, and the magic of a live performance. So let us celebrate the remarkable achievement in theatre. Let us applaud the artists, the visionaries, and the storytellers who dared to bring a tiger onto the stage. And in doing so, brought us closer to the soul of a timeless tale. The storytelling takes us to the real world of imagination as our senses are aroused to create goosebumps, stir in the stomachs, and also moisten our eyes. And we realize what we imagine is, after all, real. I hope all of you witness such rapturous moments in your lives as we salute to the humans who bring art and creativity to our lives. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster today.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sudha. That speech was highly energetic, very relevant with today's theme. And we enjoyed the picture that you painted for us. It was very vivid.
Oh yeah, I just didn't coordinate it with Aditya. Aditya, can you just take a minute to just show some pictures of what I shared with you? I know most of you all must have seen the movie and must have even gone to the theater, but I wanted to correlate it to what I spoke. Can you just take a minute?
I have it ready, just sharing my screen.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I hope it's okay, Toastmaster of the day.
Yes, of course.
This one. Yeah, thank you.
Just let me know when my screen is visible.
WhatsApp chats are.
Yeah,
There's nothing to be seen in those, no
be
problem.
careful.
Uh, are the pictures visible now?
Yep.
Yes, 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 yes.
So, ma'am, if you can tell us about the pictures.
Yeah, so this is the cage. Yeah, this is the cage where the lion is actually set on prowl to take the goat, to catch the goat. And you have human beings directing it, but the emotion and the picturesque scene that they create, you don't really feel that the humans are doing puppetry. The character dominates the scene more than actually the human beings who are there. The earlier, yeah. This is, of course, the baboon dancing. It's unbelievable, guys. I don't know how many of you all have seen the theater version of this.
Uh, Toastmaster Sudha, just to confirm, I'm assuming this is not the adaptation by Lolita Chakraborty screened at NMAC.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it is that one.
It's
Oh,
the
okay,
same
great.
one. It's the same one. Yeah.
Ah, okay, yeah, it was brilliant. Yeah, I've read the novel, watched the original movie by Irfan Pathan, and then I just had to see this. Yeah.
Yes, you have to. Yeah. Can you go to the next one also, Aditya? Yeah, this is the market scene, right? So when you feel you think that how can they move from a zoo to a ocean to a marketplace to being right in the middle of the ocean? It's unbelievable. You guys have to see it. I got goosebumps. I was getting goosebumps continuously watching different scenes there. Yeah, this is the hospital theater where hospital scene where he's actually taken from the ocean and rescued, but he's still living in his world of being stuck in the ocean with his companion Richard Parker. So they treat him like a psychologist patient, like he's got mental issues. Yeah. Yeah, this is the water, the storm which happened. Yeah, this is again the baboon. He, in his young days, used to be very fond of animals. So he used to feed the animals to, that's why he was the closest in the family member with respect to a connection with the animals in the zoo. I think that should do. Yeah, this is the This is the boat that they got survived in with a zebra, um, um, by himself, and also there was a bear also. And this is all being managed by human beings, but the puppet character becomes bigger than the people who are managing it. It's so beautifully done. I mean, I don't have anything more to say. I think I'll leave it now to the Toastmaster of the day. Thank you so much. Thanks, Aditya.
Yes, ma'am. No problem. And for everyone's reference, I will share the link of these pictures and also a 1 minute video that ma'am has shared with everyone post the meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Saiprasad.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sudha, for sharing those wonderful pictures. Uh, it's a testament to human ingenuity, how these characters have been brought to life in such a novel way. I would have never imagined them doing something like this. For me, I was thinking, oh, maybe they were wearing costumes or something. But no, this is just mind blowing. Thank you for sharing it. I would now like to invite the evaluator for the second speech, Toastmaster Shivani, who will be evaluating Toastmaster Darshita's L2T1 speech. Toastmaster Shivani.
Uh, Good morning, everyone. So, my target speaker, Darshita Anyavada, she is giving her level 2 project 1 communication styles, understanding communication styles speech, and her speech title is communication types. So, over to you, TM Darshita. Thank you.
Am I audible and visible? So, a very good morning to all of you and a very happy Republic Day. So, have you ever caught yourself thinking that I can hear myself speaking? Is this how I sound to other people? If you have, you're not alone. This thought often spirals into something like, I should be careful the next time I speak, or maybe not speak at all in certain situations. It's a universal experience, and I'm here to tell you it's perfectly okay. This moment of self reflection is not a flaw, but a strength. It shows that you are aware of yourself. This awareness is the foundation for growth, shows resilience, and helps you become a better version of yourself. Understanding how we speak and what we sound like, whether we come across as assertive, authoritative, or even anxious, can profoundly impact our lives. Let me paint a scenario. You have an important interview, your turn arrives, and you step into the room. The interviewer starts with a classic question: tell me about yourself. You begin to answer, but somewhere along the way, you start rambling. You hear yourself sounding anxious, fake, and aloof. Imagine how little preparation or self awareness would have completely changed that moment. This is where the importance of preparation and self awareness comes into play. By being mindful of how we communicate, we can navigate such situations more effectively. Communication is not just about speaking, it's about conveying who we are and what we stand for in a way that resonates with others. So, fear not, dear Toastmasters and my friends today. We will explore communication styles and discover how understanding them can transform how we connect with the world. Communication styles broadly fall into four categories. First, passive aggressive, aggressive, and assertive, my life. So, passive communicators tend to avoid expressing their feelings or opinions. They prioritize keeping the peace and often suppress their needs to avoid conflict. My dear friend Sakshi is a perfect example of this style. She rarely says no to anything or overburden herself because she doesn't want to disappoint anyone. Her communication is so soft spoken and cautious, sometimes leading to others overlook her opinions. Passive aggressive communications are communicators that express their feelings indirectly. They might appear agreeable on the surface but harbor resentment underneath. For example, my own sister. She
exemplifies this style. Instead of directly addressing what bothers her, she would sarcastically comment, "Wow, must be nice to have someone else do all the work," when she does that to me. When she feels she's shouldering too much responsibility. It's subtle, but the frustration is evident. Aggressive communicators express their thoughts and feelings in a way that is often forceful and intimidating, just like my mother. My mother can sometimes embody this style. When she's upset, she doesn't mince her words. Her tone can be sharp, and her words leave little room for argument. While this approach ensures her point is heard, it can sometimes alienate others. You know who I mean. So, and now last, assertive communicators strike a balance. They express their thoughts and feelings clearly while respecting others. Just like my father, who's an epitome of assertiveness. He communicates with confidence but never comes across as overbearing. His calm and measured tone ensures his message is heard and valued. Now, you might wonder, what about you, Darshita? Well, I'm a mixture of all these styles. Like most people, my communication style isn't fixed. It changes depending on the situation, the people involved, and especially my mood. While verbal communication often takes center stage, non-verbal communication plays an equally crucial role. Body language, facial expressions, tone of voice, and even the pace at which we speak can convey as much, if not more, than our words. For example, crossed arms might signal defensiveness, while maintaining eye contact shows attentiveness. Smiling warmly can instantly make someone feel at ease, while a monotone voice might convey boredom or disinterest. Becoming aware of our nonverbal cues can significantly enhance a communication. Imagine giving a heartfelt compliment with a scowl on your face, or slouching during an important presentation. The words may be correct, but the delivery undermines the message. Being mindful of these cues ensures that our verbal and non-verbal communications are harmonious. Now the question is, why self-awareness matters? Self-awareness is the starting point of effective communication. It allows us to recognize our strengths and weaknesses and adapt accordingly. For instance, if you tend to know to speak too quickly when nervous, you can consciously slow down during high pressure situations. Similarly, if you know that your tone can come across as harsh, you can soften it to avoid unintentionally offending others. Listening plays a key role in building this awareness. By observing how our family, friends, and colleagues communicate, we can learn so much about improving our own style. Notice how assertive communicators handle disagreements, or how passive communicators avoid conflict. Every interaction is an opportunity to learn. In conclusion, understanding a communication style and being mindful of how we come across is not just a personal exercise, it's a life skill. It helps us build stronger relationships, navigate challenging situations, and present ourselves with authenticity and confidence. Whether preparing for an interview, resolving a conflict, or simply having a casual conversation, self awareness and adaptability are your greatest allies. So, the next time you wonder, is this how I stand to others? Remember that this thought is a stepping stone to growth. Embrace it. Use it to refine your communication and become the best version of yourself. Let's commit to listening, learning, and evolving, one conversation at a time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Darshita, for that very informative speech. Seems you have provided us a framework to judge ourselves without being overtly self critical, and definitely highlights the role of self reflection in communication. I would now, I would now like to hand over the baton to Toastmaster Girish, who will be evaluating Toastmaster Krupesh's speech. Thank you, Mr. Patel. Rupesh is giving his L2P3 speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Girish.
Can I start? Can I start? Yeah. So, good morning and happy Republic Day to everyone. My target speaker is Kupesh, who is attempting his level 2 project 3. He is pursuing a dynamic leadership pathway, and the purpose of his speech is for the members to clearly define how Toastmasters envisions mentoring, and also it is for the members to share some as a prodigy. And me, as an evaluator, it's my responsibility to give a constructive feedback so that it will help him, or he can incorporate my suggestion into his next speech to take his speech to the next level. Over to you.
Yeah. Am I audible and visible? गुरु पारस के अंतरो जानत है सब संत, गुरु पारस के अंतरो जानत है सब संत, वह लोहा कांचन करे यह करी लिया महंत, वह लोहा कांचन करे ये करी लिया महंत. Now I see some confused faces in the audience. Don't worry, I'll give subtitles. These lines by famous poet Sant Kabir tell us why Guru is greater than a paras, the mythical stone which converts iron into gold. A paras changes a metal, but a guru molds a person, shapes their character, and helps them become great, just like Guru himself. And today, I'm going to talk about a guru or a mentor in Toastmaster Speak who helped me grow, Mr. M. Patel. But before we dive into that, let me clear up something. Are coaches and mentors the same? No. Coaches directly answers your question and also help you understand various skills. But mentors are like a GPS guiding you towards your long-term goal, motivating you, and also pointing out detours when you are going into a wrong direction. That's why you can have many teachers and coaches, but mentors, well, those are rare gems. Now back to Mr. Patel. I met him first time during my second year of engineering. He came to our college to conduct a personality development workshop, and my friend and I volunteered to assist him. 2 days before workshop, we visited his home to finalize the schedule and decide on the team activities. While going through the printed material of the workshop, we found out that there was one spelling mistake on the index page. I casually told him, "Sir, it's just for students only. We can tell them to correct it at their end with the help of a pen. Itna to chalta hai." Mr. Patel looked at me and said, "Krupesh, see, this is the problem. Chalta hai. Remember this. If you want to grow in life, chalta hai, nahi chalta hai." And we ended up taking all 60 prints again after the correction. This, my friends, was lesson number 1 for me. Years after working at TVS, when my boss suggested to take reprints of 30 documents because of a small spelling error, all in my team thought that it wasn't necessary. But I, proud protege of Mr. Patel, knew better. Without saying a word, I took the prints and felt a quiet sense of victory. Now let me tell you about my travel experience with him once. Have you seen anyone carry a shoe shiner in his travel bag? Well, Mr. Patel did. He would say, if you want respect, at least look worthy of it. Whenever he played the role of an instructor, he would be impeccably dressed, clean shaven, crisp formal shorts, and shoes that sparkled. He would tell us that after your graduation, you are going to step into managerial roles at big firms. You should look and act like a manager while you are still in college. Sound familiar? Maybe that's why Toastmaster recommends tie and suit. It's just about projecting confidence. Mr. Patel helped me on career front too. When I completed my engineering and joined as brakes engineer in Mahindra and Mahindra, he warned me, "Krupesh, just don't stick to brakes. Keep your eyes open for bigger opportunities." And sure enough, I listened and went on to complete my MBA. But Mr. Patel was not just a motivational coach. He was a genius industrial consultant specializing in value engineering. We used to visit factories with him, and just after spending 1 and 2 hours in the factory, he would come up with ideas which could save lakhs of rupees for the companies. I remember one such incident wherein we visited a factory with him and there was a lot of metal scrap lying around. Mr. Patel asked the owner, "What do you see here?" The owner, with his confused face, said, "It is scrap." Mr. Patel smiled and said, "No, I see currency notes lying around here. And wouldn't you pick up a currency note if it were lying on a street?" The owner got the message loud and clear, and he immediately instructed his staff to sell the metal scrap. And the bigger message here was not just about money, it was about the Japanese philosophy of 5S. When you clean and organize something, you will discover hidden opportunity areas as well as solve the problems you didn't even know existed. So, in conclusion, I feel really fortunate to have had mentor like Mr. Patel, who not only guided me but also taught me how to be resilient and taught me the values of lifelong learning and self improvement by being a busy bee. So, as WB it said, education is not about the feeling of a pill, but it is about lighting of a fire. Thank you, Mr. Patel, for lighting that fire in me. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Saiprasad.
Amazing speech, Krupesh, Toastmaster Krupesh, and amazing usage of props. We love your energy as always and your adherence to the Toastmaster spirit.
I think so. His mentor is also on this Zoom, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Right, Rupesh?
Yes. So,
If you could request him to speak a few words about your speech and just the overall journey.
so he was to be in a function. Mr. Patel, are you able to hear us? You need to unmute yourself if you're speaking. Else, Saiprasad, you can do it afterwards. Your call.
Yeah, let's proceed to the fourth speech of the day. Thank you,
Just a
Krupesh.
minute, Sai Prasad. Sorry for the interruption. I think there is some noise going on in my background. It is unexpected. So can I just delay my speech a little bit after might be just 10 to 15 minutes? Let Toastmaster Aditya do the table topic session, and after I will deliver my speech. Is it okay?
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
that
fine.
sounds perfectly
Sure.
fine.
Thank
But
you.
we are not hearing any such voice actually.
Yeah, I
Is it
think
not
the
audible?
Zoom.
Then
No,
I
no,
think
you're audible. The
there is
voice
I don't
behind
know.
is not audible to
So
us.
the
हाँ, I
same
don't know
thing
किसी की
here,
शादी की बारात
Mitesh.
जा रही है. So there is a drums rolling.
Yeah,
I
here
don't.
also I find a lot of noise around, but you guys didn't get disturbed, right?
No,
Because of
not at all.
26. So मुझे
Then I
लगता है
can go ahead. I don't have
Yeah,
any
you
issue,
can
but
go
just
on.
that because the background noise would be disturbing. So no issues. I am okay with it. If I'm audible clearly and visible clearly, then I can go ahead with my speech. Yeah.
Sounds good. I
Yeah.
would like to invite Toastmaster Sudha, who is the evaluator for Toastmaster Mitesh's L4P1 speech. Mitesh as a life coach. Over to you, Toastmaster Sudha.
Yeah, good morning once again. Today, I will be evaluating Toastmaster Mitesh's speech, which is the purpose of this project is for the member to develop and apply skills for coaching a fellow member or a person outside of Toastmasters who can benefit from his or her experience, and also for the member to share some aspect of his experience coaching. He is delivering his L4P1 speech from the pathway of effective coaching. With that, I would like to wish the speaker all the best. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Yes. So Toastmaster Mitesh, L4P1. Mitesh, as a life coach.
Sorry, just one second. The timer, it's a 5 to 7 minute speech. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Am I audible and visible clearly? Just to confirm once again. Okay. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. It was June 2018. My 10th grade exam results were just announced. And soon I started getting phone calls from my friends, relatives, and even from those people whom I didn't know they exist. A very common question that was thrown my way throughout those phone calls was, Mitesh, what's next for your career? आगे का क्या सोचा है? And I was like, wait a minute, this question is out of syllabus. Yes, like many teenagers, I wasn't clear about my career goals. That's when I also realized that life is not like a textbook with set questions. We must be prepared beyond the syllabus. Fortunately, I had few options in mind. One of my consideration was to become a teacher. When I mentioned this to some of my friends and relatives, I received some surprising reactions. Mitesh, are you a girl? Teaching is for girls. It's not a well-paying career, Mitesh. Do you think you are a scholar? Sure, the profession of teaching might not be the most lucrative career out there. It might be more popular among one particular gender, or might demand you to be a living encyclopedia. But my question is, how can our society be so judgmental and stereotypical about such a respected profession? My interest in teaching was aligned with my improved academic performance and favorite subjects. However, I was uncertain about it, given that my personality traits might not match with the demands of this profession. So I decided to hold off and explore it through hands-on experience in the future. Fast forward to 2022. During my undergraduate studies, I found an internship at an NGO seeking volunteer educators for underprivileged kids who couldn't afford tuitions or any educational guidance. So I reached out and shared my availability and was assigned to teach two sixth grade students from the state of Assam through online classes. The interesting part of the story is the subject that I had to teach. It was mathematics, a subject I used to wholeheartedly hate during my school. Although I had improved gradually over the time, but I was hesitant. Plus, the students were from a different state with different culture, languages, making virtual classes even more challenging for me. But eventually, I assured myself to take this as an opportunity and explore the process. And anyways, I know that 1 plus 1 is equals to 11. So I would able to manage. So I decided to take my very first class with the students. Although I was quite prepared, the overthinking wheels in my mind started moving just before the class. What if the students won't take me seriously? What if I would fumble up and make fool of myself? What if we couldn't understand each other due to some language barriers? But on the contrary, the students were quite sincere, attentive, and most welcoming. We introduced each other, discussed about our hobbies, likes, dislikes, culture, and everything went quite seamlessly. What started as a 3 month internship extended to an 8 month long journey of learning and growth. This experience not only affirmed my interest in teaching, but also shattered misconceptions and taught me some valuable life lessons. Number one, you do not need to be an all rounder. I used to assume that teachers have absolute knowledge and experience. Yes, they are knowledgeable, but at the end, eventually everyone is a human, and humans tend to make mistakes. When my students used to ask me in doubt and I was unable to solve it, I assured them honestly to get back with an appropriate solution. Number two, You do not need to be a tough personality. Learning is about interactions. Learning becomes fun with interaction. So, interactive learning can make education impactful, insightful, and interesting. Number three, preparation makes you perfect. In case of passive situations, you are you don't have the privilege to be prepared. But certainly, in case of active situations, where you have the opportunity to act, and better preparation can help you to perform effectively. Number four, take your learning as a laboratory. Nobody's experienced by birth. Experience comes through the process, comes over the time. So test yourself in the learning process. If the experiment works, congratulations. And if not, just move on. Through my journey, I have realized that being a coach or an educator is not about perfection, toughness, or high level of experience. Rather, it's about guiding others with sincerity, preparation, and an open mind to learn together and grow together. Thank you so much.
Excellent speech, Toastmaster Mitesh. Thank you for your wonderful insights into what it takes to be a good guide and a good teacher. I would now I would now like to invite Toastmaster Aditya, who will be leading today's table topics round. Over to you, Toastmaster Aditya.
Okay.
Sorry, can we have the timers report before we go to the table topics?
Yeah. So over to Toastmaster Rohit to see if everyone has qualified the timings.
All the speakers are qualified. Should I tell the time also or later on?
No.
Later
All
on?
right. Hello everyone. This is Aditya, VP Education of Mumbai Speakers Toastmasters Club. Good morning and a very happy Republic Day to everyone. And now, before we go forward with the table topic session, this is something I just thought of writing in the morning and just want to say that before we go on with the table topics. So, just taking you back to the cold January morning in 1950, imagining this, the nation was waking up to its first ever Republic Day. The air was filled with hope, the years of resilience, the sound of distant celebrations, and the weight of responsibility. The foundation of a dream was laid, a nation where every individual had the freedom to express, to grow, and to contribute. And in many ways, this is what Toastmasters embodies. Every speech, every evaluation, every role taken here helps us move closer to our own personal vision and excellence. Now, with pride and purpose, let us start with the table topics round for today. And just a interesting catch here. If you all agree, now I know this will contradict what I just said earlier about freedom. I would like to rather choose a table topic for each one of you, because I know many of you, and I think I can give a rather a perfect topic to for you to speak on than giving you a number to choose. So if you all agree, otherwise we can go forward with picking a number and then going forward with that topic. All right. Seems like we have a democratic poll on me choosing the table topics. All right. So who wants to go first? Okay, Toastmaster Darshita. All right. Okay. So Toastmaster Darshita, your topic is how does the concept of survival of the fittest apply to personal growth? How does the concept of survival of the fittest apply to personal growth? Toastmaster Darshita.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aditya. And I can say that this question is near to my heart because you see, I start the story, okay? When I was in school, there were a group of students and we had to, compete with each other, and that was the atmosphere at that time. So we need to compete, we need to do something good, something better than everyone around us. And so it was survival of the fittest in a way, that who will score, who will get ahead. Then when I went to high school also, there were long days, long study sessions, classes, faculties, teaching, all of that. Again, who makes it out in one piece? Because the 11th, 12th, and JEE depression literally takes a toll on yourself. But then again, it's like who will survive? That will be the survival of the fittest. Some survived and some were still struggling with the effects of that particular phase in their life. And so fast forward, it took me 2 years to get out of that particular thing of what happened there. And so, but I survived. And so it was a survival of the fittest. It was a personal growth. Then came college. In college, I had my roommates, I had hostel wardens, I had my faculties, I had my other classmates. Again, we had to survive. If their food is not good, survive without food. If the water is cold, survive with the water. Everything. There was so many issues thrown at us, but yes, we need to survive and we need to grow. And that is how survival of the fittest and personal growth goes hand in hand. That is what I've learned in my life from being a kid to still now in college. So yeah, survival of the fittest and personal growth go hand in hand. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Darshita. You perfectly managed to cater to all the topics in just 1.5 minute on the topic that was given. Absolutely very true. You gave perfect examples, and I think in this age of competition, you need to be the fittest to survive. So now, who is next up? Who wants to show resilience? Okay, Sudha ma'am, I'll come to you. Toastmaster Lavina raised her hand first. I'll go forward with her. All right. Okay, Toastmaster Lavina. Uh, just a moment.
Are you trying to find the hardest one?
I have 15, so I have to go through.
Okay.
All right. Um, how does the flow of a river inspire you to adapt in life? Toastmaster Lavina. Toastmaster Lavina, how does the flow of a river inspire you to adapt in life?
All right. Yes, a river, as we know, flows continuously, even there if there are any obstacles coming in. So is life for us. We have obstacles, as I think so, like coming in from a school age to college, or like be it in your career growth right now, being a professional life. We always have obstacles, or even coming to a family life, we would be having some or the other tiffs or fights, which we always have. These are small little obstacles, like just how a river continuously flows. That's how we also flow. We resolve our issues, we move on, we always have that happy go lucky feeling, like we have to keep the life going, because if we stop, or like that would be a standstill moment, which I don't think so anyone wants it. And as we know, if the heartbeat stops, what exactly happens? So it's always the spirit of come what may, let everything or anything come in life, just face it with a smile, and yes, like keep going, keep flowing like a river. Or apart from that, have any obstacles, halt for a moment, but find a way or cut your way through the stones or something which come in. So that's like some of the life lessons, like which any flowing river, which can like help us to grow in life, and also to have a happy feeling in the end, to at least touch the shore, or like to merge with some or the other. So yeah, that's what my take is on, like flowing like a river. Thank you, Toastmaster Aditya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lavina. Beautifully explained. That reminds me, and I would like to compliment this by, I think all of us know the famous Professor Vikas Devikirti of this TIAS. So he mentions this quote every time, and I just happened to remember it while you were speaking. He says, um, no matter what you do, what you are learning, even if you fail. So he teaches this to his UPSC students in the first lecture. Ki not all of us or all of you are going to make it, but it will make you a better
Yes.
person in the end. So The
Yes,
saying goes like क्यों डरे जिंदगी में क्या होगा कुछ ना होगा तो तजुर्बा होगा. So like, I kind of
agreed.
started following that line when since the time I've heard it.
Yes, that's
All right.
completely resonates with what it is. Yeah.
Right.
Thank you.
You. All right, Sudha ma'am. I have a topic ready for you. How
Oh
does the
my God, I get very
interdependence
scared when you say this. Okay.
how does the interdependence in an ecosystem mirror human relationships? Toastmaster Sudha. Toastmaster Sudha, how does the interdependence in an ecosystem mirror human relationships?
No, very good question. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters, guests, and Toastmaster Aditya, who spent the whole night thinking of a tough topic to give me. Anyway, so yes, interdependence in the ecosystem is the law of nature, and that's how I think we all coexist in nature. I think the beautiful example of interdependence is my favorite movie again, Lion King, which shows the circle of life, which means that you all are connected and interconnected in a way that everybody can coexist. And I personally think, and that's why the law of jungle is something which is so much, what do you say, respected and honored, but we have become the jungle, but I don't know if we really follow any law. So that's the way I look at it. So I think when you start in coexisting with interdependence, I think there is a respect for the space, for your existence, and also making sure that it becomes a sustainable, viable option for both to continue the in nature. So I think it is very important that we inculcate these values. Plus, I think we build relationships which are lifelong. So when you really go to see our ancestors, or maybe even the earlier generation, like my parents, neighbors were a big part of our ecosystem. And there were times that there used to be a joke that चावल नहीं है तो बाजू में से लेके आओ, या that kind of a thing. That was the kind of coexistence, but nobody kind of judged anyone. It was understood that okay, हमारे घर पे भी कभी ऐसे होगा तो उनके घर से ले लेते, that kind of an understanding, subtle understanding was always there. So I think that is vanishing slowly. Everybody wants to run the race alone. I think we need to come back to those values wherein we exist, we be, and we allow other people also to exist around without treading on each other's path. Yeah, thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Sudha ma'am. Thank you for. I knew you would perfectly nail the topic. I specifically thought of giving it to you with the amount of experience you have about life and relationships, be it a role of a mother, a wife, a daughter, sister, and beautifully done. That's all I can
Thank you,
say.
Aditya.
Uh, So we have two hands raised, Toastmaster Mitesh and Shivani. So Toastmaster Mitesh, I'll come to you first. So the topic for you is, why do you think flowers blossom only when the time is right, and what can that teach us? Toastmaster Mitesh, why do you think flowers blossom only when the time is right, and what can that teach us?
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Aditya, for such a creative topic, I would say. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Flowers blossom when that's the right time. So I believe yes. I believe again I can relate with this topic as well, because there were a lot of moments in my life where I thought that why the things are not happening the way it is planned, why the things are not happening at the right moment, why it's not happening at the present. But I believe that everything has its own time. So sometimes, if the things which are not in your control, you should leave it to the universe. You should leave it to the time. The time is the god of the universe, I would say. So time, let's leave it everything to time if that is not in your control. If you should focus on where you can do better things, where you can improve yourself, where you can focus on your learnings, your skills, your life lessons, and implement it to make it better at every time. So yes, flowers blossom at the right time because it's there, because it is given by the universe. It is given by the nature. And as we are celebrating the theme of nature, I believe nature is the god of everything. We should respect the nature. We should respect their decisions. We should respect that they are the final decision maker, final caller. If they want, it will be done. If they don't want, it will not be done. So it's better to leave it to the universe if it's not in your control. As simple as that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mitesh. Beautifully said that no matter what, we need to keep going. Things will happen when the time is right. And as Toastmaster Sanket would give an example of investments about this topic, that keep on investing, do SIPs, don't wait for the right time to time the market. Your portfolio will blossom when the time is right.
Law of nature. First
Yes.
you sow, then you reap.
Yes. So next up we have Toastmaster Shivani. Toastmaster Shivani, your topic is yeah. Why is teamwork in nature like that of ants or bees crucial for survival? Toastmaster Shivani, why is the teamwork in nature like that of ants or bees crucial for survival?
Yeah. So thank you so much, Team Aditya, for this wonderful topic. So everyone has seen ants doing group work. They collect their food and they eat together. And I would like to give you some examples analogically, which you can resonate with in your daily life. For example, if you are in college, if you are a student, then you are assigned to a group project. So, what is the reason behind group project? Everyone has their specialities, but when everything, every knowledge, every skill comes together, it's a creatively stitched output that everyone can resonate with, that is really creative and admirable. Even if you are in corporate, you see there are large deals coming to, there are large clients coming to yourself, but a single person, for example, an engagement manager or application developer, they single handedly can't deliver that project, because for a project to be delivered successfully, you need application developer as well, you need tester as well, you need integrator as well, and you need and the feedback receiver or the head or the management feedback as well. Even if in your family, one person single handedly cannot live alone. For example, your mother cooks for yourself, for your family. At the same time, your mother can be a housemaker or can do a job as well. Your father, they can also come with money, that they can come with the values that instill the foundational levels of the child. So child, even like single child or siblings, so that also gives different values. If you have siblings, you get different values. If you are a single child, that also gives the different values. So in life, when you come together, you work as a team, it always gives you the better output than the single one. So to be resilient in your life, you have to be in a ecological system or in a team. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shivani. Perfectly given examples, drawing lessons from family to corporate, that for greater success, you need a teamwork. Thank you. And thank you, Sudha ma'am, for the compliment, but I'll transfer that to ChatGPT as well. I took some help, no shame to admit that. But again, my art was to give the right prompts. Okay, Toastmaster Krupesh. Yeah, so
Yeah.
Toastmaster Krupesh, how does the behavior of migratory birds teach us about finding direction in life? Toastmaster Krupesh, how does the behavior of migratory birds teach us about the finding the right direction in life?
Thank you, Toastmaster Aditya, for a complex topic. We all have heard this song, Kabutar Ja Ja Ja. And just few days back, one pigeon got stuck in my gallery and he was not able to find the way out. So I wondered, these birds, which supposedly travel miles and carry messages, not able to find the way out? And how in the olden times they would be really transferring the messages? And then I found about these migratory birds. Like there was a news article saying that birds, as far as Europe, come to India during summertime, and they follow exactly the same path every year. And maybe the kings in olden times would be sticking their one-line message to almost 100 or 200 of the birds traveling from one continent to other. And maybe even if one bird reaches the destination, the message would be delivered. So what are the lessons for me? One, you should always adapt to the conditions. That in summertime, India is a better place to go to India in summer. In winter times, maybe if Europe is the place where they will get good food, you go to Europe. And second is the teamwork while doing that. We have all heard about the patterns that the first position, which is the highest stress or highest hard work position, is alternated by different birds so that no single bird gets the whole load. So, Toastmaster Aditya, these would be my two lessons: adapt to the conditions and share the load with your own loved ones. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Krupesh. I was intrigued by the example. I was quite curious about what example you might use to talk about this topic. Wonderfully done. Thank you. And next, Toastmaster Sanket, table topic, the true table topic master.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, Toastmaster Sanket,
Uh-huh.
the topic for you is what
Before,
can we learn? Sorry?
before that, I'm extremely sorry. Can someone take the responsibility or role for the R counter for my speech? If anyone can do that.
Yes, Toastmaster Sanket, I can do that. Was I audible, Toastmaster
Yes,
Sanket?
you were. I think Toastmaster
Yes.
Sanket, we have lost connection with him.
Oh, okay.
So,
Let's just wait for him. No. Oh, what's up? Okay, he's
yeah,
back.
he's back.
I, for some reason, got frozen. I have no idea. But am I audible and visible now?
Yes, yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Yep. So,
So someone is
just
taking. Sorry.
Yeah, I will be taking care of your accounting.
Wonderful.
just before I go forward with this, TMOD, how many more topics can we have? Or should this be the last one?
Yeah, we can have maybe one or two more.
Okay. So we'll have this one and one another. So anyone who wants to volunteer, please raise your hand. And after this, I'll take it up. So Toastmaster Sanket, the topic for you is what can we learn from the balance between predator and prey? Toastmaster Sanket, what can we learn from the balance between predator and prey?
So I thought you had given the most difficult topic to Toastmaster Sudha, but I stand corrected. I think so. You've reserved that such difficult topic. That's nice and that's thought provoking. Predator and prey. The laws of jungle say survival of the fittest. Someone else had a table topic similar to this, and everyone has to survive. And that law of jungle doesn't really actually apply to the jungle itself. It applies to every one of us in our lives. Predator can be in various forms, in my opinion. For example, we all live in cities and we all travel by public transport. And anyone who has the misfortune of traveling by public transport in peak hours, you are the prey. And the predator is the vehicle or the mode of transport that you're using. And I do not make to sound it very superstitious. It is the truth, at least in my opinion. So your job as a prey is to survive, and the predator has no responsibility or liability or accountability for what it happens. It's just BAU or business as usual. The role or the dynamics between the predator and prey also helps you understand that the will to survive depends on the will to eat or hurt, hunt. Sorry, is the deciding factor between who wins. Imagine, I want you to just close your eyes. Imagine a jungle or a forest where there's no water. You have a hungry lion and a gazelle. Both run fast, both want to live there, and both have gone to the riverfront. And you see the hunter, that is the predator, that's the lion, trying to attack the gazelle. Now, it would all depend on who has the will to live more. Stamina, terrain, everything is secondary, in my opinion. If the gazelle wants to live more than the hunter who hasn't eaten for 3 days, the gazelle will win. If the hunter is hungry and wants to make sure that he doesn't go hungry for the next 5, 6 days, he will go and hunt it. Similar in our lives, your focus, your point of view should be whether I will be hunted or I'll hunt. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sanket.
Welcome.
Once again, very well done. The way you connect two topics together and maneuver through the topic that is thrown at you is just I am searching for words. Never mind. I'm not as quick as you about thinking on feet.
You
But
have
again,
to
it
be a
was
contender, huh? Those must Sanket for table topic contest because we
yes.
want
So,
you now this time for the area level
absolutely.
as well as the debate.
Yes, Toastmaster Sanket,
And
Toastmaster
every time,
Krupesh, both of you.
yeah.
All right. So we'll go forward with the last one. So any of the visiting Toastmaster, either Toastmaster Rohit or Toastmaster Girish, do you want to come up for the table topic? You're not audible, Toastmaster Girish.
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay, all right. So Toastmaster Girish, your topic is what can the perseverance of a spider building its web teach us about failure and success? Toastmaster Girish, what
Yeah.
can the perseverance of a spider building its web teach us about failure and success?
Uh, so good afternoon, everyone. The example of spider and how he builds the web. Everyone must have seen the spider in their homes at the corner, and we during Diwali time, Ganpati time, try to clean those things. But how we can correlate the nature of the spider and its web to our life? It takes a lot of efforts for the spider to make the web by encountering many odds. So life, if you see my life has a similar kind of experience throughout my life. When I was in school, I desperately wanted to become a cricketer, and I tried hard a lot to become a cricketer. But at the end, because of my strength and other things, I could not become a cricketer. And then I would say wanted to become a MBA actually, but I could not become MBA. I pursued something else. So these are the whatever failure I have faced in my life. It's a kind of web, but those waves are not useless things. Those waves help you a strength to become a better. In my sense, I would say, though I could not become a cricketer, though I could not achieve the MBA degree, but still, today I'm in a position to say that I have achieved something in my life in terms of my professional experience, my my life, my physical fitness, my mental fitness. So all those odds that we encounter in your life uh, are not just are not useless things. Like those will help you to make things better. So these are my correlating between the spider waves and my life. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Girish. Wonderfully said. That reminds me of a line from Tarak Mehta, if you all remember. Problems तो है सबके साथ, but नजरिए की है बात.
Yeah.
All right. So, uh, Toastmaster Saiprasad, over to you. The table topic is done. I hope you all enjoyed the table topics and the topics that were given to you. Thanks to ChatGPT as well. All right. Over to you, Toastmaster Saiprasad.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aditya, for that really engaging and thought-provoking table topic session. And thank you to ChatGPT also. It has enriched all of our lives. Yeah, for verbal, enhancing our vocabulary, enhancing our learning. Truly an amazing tool. So I now humbly ask you to indulge me in this small activity that I have prepared for all of us in line with today's theme. And I like to call it reflection time. It's my favorite pastime. Sometimes I overindulge, but now I ask you to be my sathi in this activity. The rules are very simple. I will share some quotes by a few well-known people, and then we can reflect and share our thoughts on the same, which I will note down diligently, and then chain them together later, and share it with all of you. So let us harness our collaborative spirit within us as we approach this activity. So I request you to give me screen sharing capabilities, Aditya.
Toastmaster Saiprasad, are you not able to share your screen right now?
No, it's saying screen sharing has been
Yeah,
disabled.
I have
Okay,
made you the
okay.
Yes, I
co-host,
can see it.
Sai Prasad. Now you can go.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much. Can you see my screen, everyone?
Yes, it is
Yeah.
visible.
So let's commence reflection time. Uh, this is our first thought by an eminent poet we all know, Rabindranath Tagore. And I have generated all of these images with ChatGPT as well. So yeah, uh, the butterfly counts not in months, but moments, and has time enough. So I request you to give us, all of you, to participate in this and share your thoughts, and I will note them down here and collate them together later. So anyone can go.
No, so should we write it on the chat to you and you will put it up, or we say what it is?
We can do it both ways. If you both are fine.
Oh, what would you prefer?
I would like to share in a verbally. Is it fine, Toastmaster Sai?
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Are
sure.
you
So I would like to go
Let's
first.
do it verbally. Yeah.
okay?
Yeah, verbally. So you just note it down. I think that's why you have created the section of thoughts.
The
So I think
Yes.
reason,
The voice is very low.
yeah, very low.
Voice is very low.
Also, Sai, the
Hello.
Ma'am, you're
yeah,
on mute.
muted.
I said if you do it verbally, it will become like a table topic itself. So is that okay? Do we have time for that? Because we are also to get into evaluation. So देख लो आप कैसे करना है.
Or we can do it in one line, like one or two
Yeah.
points में आप summarize कर सकते
Yes.
हो on thoughts.
That was my intention.
Yeah,
So just one
like a
thought
pointer.
that comes to your head, just give it to me here. I will note it down, and we'll do these very quickly.
Okay. Okay, so I'm ready. Can I share my thought on this particular quote?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so the butterfly counts not months but moments and has time enough. I believe that this quote basically reflects that we put a lot of deadlines or a lot of timelines into it. Okay, you have this much of time to do this particular task, you have this much of time to do this particular task, and you're too much might be worried about like how the things will go, how are things are going with the plan or not. Like last in my table topic speech also I said that certain things which are not in your control you should not bother about it much because you should leave it to the universe. And I believe that's the point. Butterfly counts not month but moments. So the present moments, live in the present, live in the moment, will definitely help you to have a more enjoyable and healthy life. So that's my point. It basically reflects that to have a more enjoyable and healthy life and live at the moment. That's my pointer.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mitesh. Toastmaster Girish?
Yes, my thought about this phrase is it is not important how much you lived, it is important how you lived, and that makes a difference. People live many years, but what kind of work they have done so that the previous generation can remember the work done by them. So it is not how many months you have lived, how many years you have lived, but how much good work you have done for the society and the people around you. This is my thought about this phrase. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Girish. So Toastmaster Sudha?
I put my note on the chat. It's leisure and time are luxuries, but excellence is created only when there are no boundaries.
Thank you. That's wonderful. Oops. Live in the present moment. Thank you, Toastmaster Tejal. Anyone else would like to go?
Yeah, I would like to say something.
Yes.
So my thought on this is live your life instead of worrying about what will happen in the future. So it's like we overthink each and everything about our future, but instead of that, we should focus on living our present moment. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raviraj. Toastmaster Sanket?
Yeah, just a couple of things. There's a Latin phrase called memento mori and memento
Yes.
vieri. That's it. Just remember that you'll die, and because of that, and just use that and remember to live.
Is that the correct spelling for
I'm sorry.
Vieri? Have I spelled it
V
correctly?
I V E V I V E R E.
Yeah. Thank you very much. We have quite a few thoughts on this. Let's go to the next one. Another butterfly related thought. I think the poets and the authors love this particular animal. We delight in the beauty of the butterfly, but rarely admit the changes it has gone through to achieve that beauty. By Maya Angelou. So, Toastmaster Shivani?
Yeah, so I resonate a condition with this thought that people always see the success, but not the efforts behind that success. So that's one thing. And another perspective to this line is whenever like diamond comes when it has been faced a struggled phase, or when like without struggle, no diamond can come across. So that is the one line that I can summarize.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shivani. Toastmaster Darshita?
Yeah, I actually had the same point that like when a person achieves success in their life or like they have a position in their life, in their professional career, we usually just see how what they have achieved and how far they have gone. But we seldom realize that all the hard work that they went through, all the hardships that they faced, what will happen with them. So yeah, success is more than it. We should really think of what we have gone through to achieve the state we are right now. Also in personal growth, as I said, like the kind of person I am, it took a lot of work to become the person I am right now. So this is a very no, it's a journey, it's a progress. But the end result is always better and that's not visible. But the journey is what's important.
Thank you, Toastmaster Darshita. Toastmaster Sudha?
So people applaud only winners, They don't look at the effort, they don't applaud the efforts that it takes, that a person takes to reach there. So I think we should never be deterred by blocks as we move on, and we just have to be focusing on the goal. It will come.
Sorry for the spelling mistakes. I will correct them later. Toastmaster Krupesh.
Yeah, rephrasing the same thing. There is nothing called as overnight success. What world called overnight success is generally preceded by countless sleepless nights of uh, blood and sweat.
Yeah, thank you. Toastmaster Aditya.
Yes. Reminds me of self-reflection. We can't always expect people to notice and admit the changes and the hardships we've gone through. We all have to do it ourselves for our own sake, for our own sanity. So I believe since the time all of us have grown up, become adults, and the time since we have started comprehending what we do, every year we have become a new person. We have learned something new. So it's once in a while, it's good to take a moment and reflect on the change and have a pat on our back.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Aditya. I will now move on to the next slide. Look deep into
Just a
nature.
moment, TMOD Toastmaster Saiprasad. I have actually a little hard stop of around 1:15. If you can, take my evaluation for Sudha, and then maybe I can leave because I think so. That's what the timing was for the meet, like as per the agenda. So yeah.
Yeah. Uh, sure, maybe. Yeah, let's do that then. Sounds good.
Yeah, I'm sorry to cut you in between, but I have a hard stop. So yeah, sorry for it.
No worries, no worries. Yeah, so let's proceed with Toastmaster Sudha's evaluation. Please go ahead, Toastmaster Lavina.
Yeah. So are we having the timer and
So
in
maybe
for
we
the
can proceed with the general
Yeah,
evaluation
let's
first.
just go with the general
yes.
evaluation.
The
Yeah.
end, if we have like 5-10 minutes, we can come back to this activity again. Hope that is okay. Toastmaster Sai Prasad. Yeah, all right.
Okay. So, hi everyone. We'll now be proceeding with the third and final section of our meeting, which is the general evaluation. Now, as the general evaluator, my role has been to observe and assess every aspect of today's meeting, from starting from the flow and structure to the energy and enthusiasm of our participants. And I believe that today's session has been a great session. So I will now be starting the first section of an evaluation round, which is the evaluation of the prepared speeches. So for that purpose, will the first evaluator I would like to invite on the stage is Toastmaster Lavina for evaluating Toastmaster Sudha's speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Lavina.
Yeah. Uh, Thank you so much. So yes, I would be so that I would be using a sandwich approach of the Toastmasters about positive improvement areas and a conclusion for your feedback. So coming to the positive of your speech, or I really liked how you structured your speech from start to the end, like starting from a quote to ending it with some takeaway for the whole audience. That was really very, very beautifully done. Apart from it, how you were keeping the audience engaged. Like you are, I would say, a very good storyteller. I would say, because you kept us engaged by giving us some imagination about something like the calmness of the zoo or like the chaos of the sea. You actually made us imagine those scenarios. Believe me, I have not seen Life of Pi, but the way you portrayed it and the way you explained it. I think so. I would really go back today, and that would be my Sunday night movie, which I would actually watch it, because obviously going to a theater would, I don't think so, be possible. But yes, I would definitely watch this movie. Then moving on to some of the improvement areas, like your speech was flawless on majority of the parameters, the way you used your grammar, and I think so grammarian would come up to some of the best usage of the words which you had. But on the improvement, I was expecting more because your project was on vocal expression or body language. Maybe you could have utilized the space and given a vocal variety to your speech by because you were giving us this calmness of sea or something, or the tiger coming in, so you could have explained it. Oh, then there was this Bengal tiger coming in with a roar, that would pitch up the speech. It was not that it didn't pitch up, but this adds a additional flavor to what exactly you are coming in, or how the ship broke up and he was left with the Bengal tiger and the other animals. So that vocal variety, or that more stress on some particular words, would have more enhanced your speech. And in the end, I felt there was a little rush against time because you were trying to conclude it faster with the space which ended, because you saw the timer had turned quickly. So that was something which I could see. And maybe in between, there was a little reference. I could see your eyeballs moving here and there on the notes. So maybe that is the challenge which I would like to give you, no notes, next time. And yes, I really liked how the message of exactly passed on to the audience with your speech, and exactly you build a great connection with the live emotions which you portrayed. And apart from that, you actually gave us justified the topic of your speech, you can see and believe in what is actually in real. So that was really very commendable job which you was done by your end. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank
Lavina.
you. Thank you, Toastmaster Lavina, for your evaluation of Toastmaster Sudha's speech. Now I'd like to invite our next evaluator for today, Toastmaster Shivani, to present her evaluation of Toastmaster Darshita's speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Shivani.
Thank you, General Evaluator. So, first of all, congratulations, Dasna, for appearing for Project 1 of our Level 2 speech. I really like the way you have incorporated the content. Your content was very good and it was very engaging for us as well, because you have given real life example of your family that I believe each of us can resonate with. And it was very easy way to understand different communication styles. So it was very commendable job in that way. Apart from that, vocal varieties. Your vocal varieties was also very resilient in terms of communication styles and in terms of the speech flow. So that is also one good thing that I liked. Also, you have used hand gestures. So that is also a good thing that gives confidence to the speaker. So that was also one thing. Coming to the improvement points or to the challenging points, I would like to say that you can, everything was perfect. But one thing that you can improve on, or one thing that you can change, that is, you can stand up and give speech like this. You can use some of the props like this, and it will be more engaging as well. Also, you can ask questions to the audience. So in that way, you can make sure that the audience is also engaged, not in very monotonous terms as well. And one more thing, what I noticed was your speech was good, your vocal varieties, your hand gesture, everything, body language was good, but the pace of your speech, it was like a very fast pace. I could say you can be a bit slower, and you can engage audience in more different ways, like asking a question or choosing an option. So in that way also you can utilize your time. Otherwise, I believe it was an excellent speech and nothing much improvement points. So thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shivani. Now I would like to invite Toastmaster Girish to take on Toastmaster Krupesh's evaluation. Over to you, Toastmaster Girish.
So, good afternoon, everyone. So, Krupesh, what a speech it was. Number of wow elements your speech had. My hand got exhausted by writing all those wow elements. You started your speech with a poem from Kabir. You not only said that poem, but you made us curious what is the meaning of that poem. And you very well explained in English what it meant. Your body part, the body part of the speech was equally entertaining. I like the three examples that you narrated. A spelling mistake, how spelling mistake we usually treat, and how you very well explained from your mentor. The second example, the scrap, and how you correlate the scrap with the currency. The third example I liked about the respect. You must worth to earn it. That is the reason you wore that coat attire. Coming to the next, the number of crop they use was awesome. Matchbox glass, the glass, metal glass. Also, the use a Hindi word, Hindi. Chalta hai. If you want to groom yourself, nahi chalta hai. Whatever mistake you make, you must learn from that mistake. So nahi chalta hai. You very well emphasize on that particular things. Also, your tone, the tone of your voice was very appropriate. I like particularly the pauses you take. You had taken a very small pauses. It will help the audience to digest what you said. Also, the eye contact that you had with the people was awesome. So your speech has everything, all the chemistry, all the ingredients to make your speech. Only one thing I would like to suggest is the vocal variety. You had beautifully explained your relationship with your Mr. Patel, your mentor. If you could added your some dialogue with your mentor, like you said, sir, how do you know? Please explain me. If you added some vocal variety into it, some dialogues into it, and you could have made that dialogue alive, that could have made your speech to the next level. Otherwise, your speech had all the ingredients. Only thing is what it lacks was the vocal variety. So the kudos to your speech. It was wonderful speech, entertaining speech. Everyone must have very curiously watching and listening what we were saying. This is my thought. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Girish, for presenting your evaluation. Finally, I'd like to invite Toastmaster Sudha for presenting her evaluation of Toastmaster Mitesh's speech. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster General Evaluator. And I would like to now be very fortunate to be able to evaluate Toastmaster Mitesh's speech. Coincidentally, I'm also his mentor, so I will try to keep my mentor uh, responsibilities aside and do it like an evaluator today. It has been a little bit of a tough position to be in, but yes, I will do my best. So Toastmaster Mitesh was here to complete his L4P1 speech, which obviously is about the positive impact of coaching, improvement through coaching, and what are the aspects that he has learned, which he kind of can give as a lesson for people who are looking to be a coach or has been a coach in the past. So I think on that, kudos, 10 out of 10 on that. I think he has beautifully summarized the way that you can distinguish yourself as a good coach, wherein you become a sincere, responsible person with guidance and with enough preparation to be able to render your service as a coach. Take your learning as a laboratory, and you don't need to be a person who is the subject matter expert, but as long as you are able to communicate and come back with any lacuna of knowledge is fine. So there were a lot of things which I think as a person who has been a mentor and coach, I also found were pretty relevant and imperative that he brought it up. So I think kudos to that, Mitesh. And I feel that you also broke the barriers in terms of wanting to be a teacher, and you made sure that you follow your heart, and you want to do what you think is right rather than trying to follow society norms. That also kind of resonated with a lot of people here. The out of syllabus question, which was very relevant again, to think on the feet, to be able to do something which is not required to be the norm, was a good message for everyone here. So I think overall a very good speech in terms of your objectives. Now, if already a person like Mitesh, whom I know because I've been interacting with him a lot, what can I give him as an example where he can improve for the next time? I definitely think that you could probably get some coach referencing in terms of where you were a pro teach, right? So because that part was not evident in your speech, maybe it was intentional. Maybe you wanted to just project yourself as a person who is in the role of a coach. But I think when you're pretty young in life. So I seriously think that, at this point of time, also a person who's a coach and the influence of that person on your journey would have been a very useful point to be shared with us. But otherwise, a great speech. You have really come a long way. Your articulation, your connection with the audience, your eye contact, your body language, vocab, everything has definitely seen a see improvement. So congratulations and wish you all the best, and looking to see more. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sudha, for providing your evaluation of your mentee as objectively as possible. And with that, now I would like to, now it is time, in fact, to share insights that can help us celebrate our strengths and even identify opportunities for us to grow. So, with that, let's begin with the second section of the evaluation round, which is presenting the reports from our role players who have been keenly observing different aspects of the meeting. With that, I'd like to invite our first tag team player for today, our timer, Toastmaster Rohit, to present the timing reports for the prepared speeches, the table topics, and the evaluations. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Shubhayan. So, Toastmaster blossoms when speeches finishes on time. It's a very good quote I have taken from the TTM, from the table topping master. So I start my report from the first part, the prepared speech. So Toastmaster Sudha took 7 minutes and 20 seconds. Toastmaster Darshita took 6 minutes and 48 seconds. Toastmaster Rupesh took 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Toastmaster Mitesh will took 6 minutes. In the second table topic master session, the first one is Toastmaster Darshita. She took 1 minute and 48 seconds qualifying. Second is Toastmaster Lavina. She took 1 minute and 36 seconds qualifying. Third, Toastmaster Sudha took 2 minutes and 24 seconds. She is qualified. Toastmaster Mitesh took 1 minute and 33 seconds qualified. Toastmaster Shivani took 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Toastmaster Krupesh took 1 minute and 28 seconds qualified. Toastmaster Sanket took 2 minutes and 10 seconds qualified. and Toastmaster Grish will took 2 minutes and 10 seconds. So all the table topic speakers are qualified. For the evaluation round, Toastmaster Lavina took 3 minutes and 8 seconds. Toastmaster Shivani took 2 minutes. Toastmaster Greece took 3 minutes and 5 seconds. And Toastmaster Huda took 3 minutes and 35 seconds. So for this round, Toastmaster Sudha is not qualified, missed by 5 seconds. And this is all about my report. And thank you, General Evaluator. Over to you.
Thank you, Timer Rohit, for presenting your report of today's meeting timings. Now I would like to invite the person who has been diligently noting all our crutch words, sounds, and phrases. With that, I would like to invite our counter for today's meeting, Toastmaster Sanket. Over to you, Toastmaster.
So thank you very much, General Evaluator. In the first part of the meeting, I actually thought my hearing was getting a bit was getting impaired because in the initial part I didn't really hear a lot of curse sounds or words. Thank God for the table topics. My belief that my hearing is not that bad was restored. I have sent a request to share my screen so that I can share the reports. If someone could allow me to share my screen, I don't know who that would be. Okay, I think so. I have the privileges now. I'm just sharing my screen. Please do let me know once it's visible.
Yes, it's visible.
Wonderful. So this is the representation of the clutch sounds and repeat words that we have been using in this meeting so far. For the SA, that's Toastmaster Aditya, I've been able to note 5+ times that he's used filler sounds. For Raviraj, Toastmaster Raviraj, I am not able to detect anything so far. For Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Saiprasad, that's 5+ times. And as I said, the initial when I started this report, for Toastmaster Sudha, Toastmaster Darshita and Krupesh, I could not hear any plus or filler sounds. Kudos, guys. It was flawless. Really well done. When it comes Toastmaster Mitesh, I could hear filler sounds for more than 5 times. Now I'll move to the table topics, the sequence in which we had gone in this meeting. So coming to the table topics, we had Toastmaster Darshita who would use the curse sounds 3 times and repeat words 4 times. We had Toastmaster Lavina who would use the curse sounds more than 5 times and repeat words 3 times. For Toastmaster Sudha, I could hear the curse sounds 5 times and more, and I couldn't hear any repeat words. For Toastmaster Mitesh, I could hear the curse sounds 5+ times and did not hear any repeat words. For Toastmaster Shivani, it was 5+ times when I could hear the curse sounds, and 2 times I heard repeat words. Toastmaster Krupesh, I could hear the curse sounds 5 times and did not hear any repeat words. Toastmaster Sanket, that's myself. That was evaluated by General Evaluator Shumansh, and he mentioned that I use scratch word once and repeat word twice. And last but not least, Toastmaster Girish, who used curse sounds more than 5 times and did not hear any repeat words. Coming to the evaluation part, the first evaluator, Toastmaster Lavina, used the curse of filler sounds 5+ times. Toastmaster Shivani used it 5+ times and did not hear any repeat words. Toastmaster Girish, I could hear curse sounds for more than 5 times, no repeat words. And Toastmaster Sudha, I could hear the curse sounds 5+ times and 2 times the repeat words. This is my report, and with this, I would hand it back to General Evaluator Shumash. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sanket, for presenting that very comprehensive report of your our counting to be precise. And with that, I'd like to invite the final member of the tag team, the grammarian for today, who has been observing all our great uses of words, phrases, and even noting down the mistakes we have made in our utterances. I'd like to invite Toastmaster Raviraj to present his grammarian report for today's meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Raviraj.
Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Shubhayan. I will like to say that it was a very wonderful meeting today, and I was hardly able to notice any grammatical mistakes. I was listening very closely that let me find one mistake, and really everyone was really flawless. So first of all, let me start with the word of the day. Word of the day was used by uh, many Toastmasters today. It was used by Toastmaster of the Day Saiprasad, Toastmaster Sudha, Toastmaster Darshita, Toastmaster Krupesh, Toastmaster Aditya, and Toastmaster Shivani. So kudos to all of you for using the word of the day, resilience. Now coming to the idiom of the day report, it was used by Toastmaster Krupesh. The idiom of the day was to be busy as a bee. Now let me come forward with the report. I have noted down many good usage of English and vocabulary, which I think if I speak about every one of them, it will take an hour for me. So I'll just wrap up immediately. Okay, so I'll start with Toastmaster Sai Prasad. He used words like callousness, optimism, cautiously, and Vishwagurus. Toastmaster Lavina used enhanced portrait flavor. Toastmaster Sudha used art is a man's nature and nature is God's own heart. And she used words like marble of the theater, unparalleled masterpiece. Toastmaster Darshita used words like paint a scenario, classic question, self-awareness, mindful. There were many lessons in Toastmaster Krupe's speech, and some of them were, if you want to grow in life, chalta hai, nahi chalta hai. So that is what I liked very much. And uh, another thing he told was, if you want respect, at least look worthy of it. Coming forward in the report, Toastmaster Mitesh used living encyclopedia, personality traits wholeheartedly. Table topic master, Toastmaster Aditya used words like pride and purpose, contradict. He also used a sentence by Vikas Divyakriti sir, क्यों डरे जिंदगी में क्या होगा, कुछ ना होगा तो तजुर्बा होगा. And this was the report of good words, good vocabulary. There were also some life lessons. Toastmaster Sanket told that first you sow, then you reap. Toastmaster Krupesh told adapt to the conditions and share the load. And Toastmaster Aditya told a line from Tarak Mehta, problems तो है सबके साथ लेकिन नजरिए की है बात. So this was my comprehensive report of grammarian. Over to you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Shubhayan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raviraj. That was indeed a very, as you correctly put it, a very succinctly put grammarian's report, given the fact that, yes, in today's meeting, we have had a lot of great words and phrases, so it would have been difficult to note down each and every instance. So, with that, with the tag team's report concluded, let me come to my own general evaluation report for today's meeting. Now, I'd like to start off the general evaluation report by echoing what Toastmaster Sudha said in the first meeting of this year, which I happened to attend. Feedback is the breakfast of champions, but it is the desert of the brave. I'm taking a cue from your statement and I'll be beginning my report now. The meeting began at 11:04, which set a very prompt and professional tone for the session. Yes, it was 4 minutes late, but given the fact that it is an online setting, very few clubs I have attended which have held online meetings do end up starting at exactly the assigned hour. So I think +5 minute is still okay. And definitely almost all the role players had joined the meeting by 11:03. So thank you all role players for doing so. Coming to the Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Mitesh. Toastmaster Mitesh opened the meeting with a clear and concise explanation of the housekeeping rules, particularly emphasizing the protocols for an online meeting. So it was a very confident start and it laid a very strong foundation for the session. Kudos to you, Toastmaster Mitesh. Now, coming to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Saiprasad. I believe the theme, lessons from nature, when you began your theme, it was introduced with very philosophically rich statements, which resonated deeply with me, probably because I am a student of literature. So, to give an example, when you were going through your speech, I immediately felt a connection to William Blake's The Lamb and the Tiger, which is quite thought provoking, in my opinion, because we often end up losing touch with nature as we grow. And in Blake's The Lamb, it portrays innocence, whereas Blake's The Tiger portrays experience. And as we keep growing more experienced, we end up losing our innocence and, in a way, our touch with nature. So, your entire theme deeply resonated with me in these aspects. However, I felt that perhaps a more engaging delivery could have been achieved with better vocal modulation. So I felt that when you were delivering your Toastmaster of the day routine, that it was more or less in a very steady tone without any ups and downs or modulations. So if you could have just modulated the tone a bit, I think it would have added another degree to the already philosophically rich statements which you were making. And yeah, also when you are introducing a speaker during the prepared speeches round, the prescribed format is always the name of the speaker, followed by the speech title, followed by the speech title again, and ending with the name of the speaker. So this is the traditional prescribed format, and it's similar to how you do it in a table topics format as well. Name, topic, topic, name. So if you could just make these changes and these additions, I think the next time you take up Toastmaster of the day, you will definitely have excelled and grown to another level. Coming to the table topic master, I think Toastmaster Aditya took on the challenge of taking up topics which were directly linked to the theme of today's meeting, which was lessons from nature. And he did it wonderfully. Yes, the topics were a bit lengthy in nature, but then again, as he mentioned, he had the help of ChatGPT, and he displayed his own creativity and thoughtfulness in framing these table topics. And the topics were very well suited to the individual speakers who chose to came forward for the table topics round. So I think a very well executed table topic session. We had a lot of participants, if I'm correct, at least 6 to 7 participants, which is a very good going for a table topics round. And kudos to both Toastmaster Aditya as well as for everyone in the meeting who actually came forward to deliver a table topic speech, regardless of whether you're a experienced speaker or a newbie. Given a topic to speak on the fly is difficult. So kudos to everyone for attempting the same. The prepared speeches, well, the evaluators have already given their evaluation of the prepared speakers. But I'd like to add just one of two lines for each speaker, my own observations. For our first speaker, Toastmaster Sudha, her speech was on the theatrical adaptation of Life of Pi, which she witnessed recently. And the fact that she emphasized, in fact, one of the lines which she said, right, in fact, it was the first line which she uttered as a speech, human beings are human beings rather than human doings. And I also felt that her speech was raised to a whole different level when she added the pictures at the end. So I felt like I was myself at the adaptation again. So these small touches, even though it was not a part of the speech, but these small touches make the audience more involved. So thank you, Toastmaster Sudha. Toastmaster Darshita, well, she took us on a journey of understanding communication styles. I really love the way that Darshita had a really warm smile almost entirely through her speech, which is difficult to execute because when you're giving a speech, you're having to think what's the next line and that you're going to say, and a smile is not exactly top in the list of priorities. So maintaining a constant smile throughout the entire meeting, throughout the entire speech was definitely a great job. So thank you, Toastmaster Darshita. Toastmaster Krupesh, well, your speech was ode to your mentor, Mr. Patel, and you shared the life lessons and the nostalgia, I would say, from your past. So, and I felt that you perfectly exemplified your mentor's lesson of nahi chalta hai when you actually dressed up in formals and delivered the speech. Because I myself attend offline meetings at my club, and very rarely does any member come forward and deliver a speech in formals. And the fact that you did so, I think it added another dimension to your speech. So you actually lived your mentor's lessons. And finally, Toastmaster Mitesh, you weaved your own personal experiences, challenges, and growth that you experienced in your journey as a coach. And there were also points of vulnerability and even sincerity that you brought into the whole ordeal. So we all felt that we were ourselves walking through your coaching journey. And with that, I like to come to the final section, which is the evaluation round. Again, a big round of applause to our timer, our accounter, and our grammarian for today's meetings because they have been meticulously noting down different aspects of the meeting, and they have been presenting reports which have been very detailed. So thank you again to my entire tag team for doing so. And finally, to conclude, I felt one very great thing that the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Saiprasad, did was introduce the activity. If only we had a little bit more time to execute the activity, I felt that that activity would have been a hit. And if it would have been executed slightly better, it would have been, if we had had more time, it would have been executed better and it would have been a hit with, I think, everyone in the meeting. So with that, I'd like to conclude my general evaluator's report and like to hand the stage back to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Saiprasad. Over to you.
Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Shubhayan, for that wonderful evaluation.
Toastmaster Sai, before going forward, can we have the meeting snapshot first because our visiting Toastmasters need to leave. We'll have the picture and then maybe we can continue for another 5 minutes. Sorry for that.
Sounds good. Yeah.
So I request everyone to please switch on their videos, Toastmaster Darshita and Toastmaster Tejal, if you can. We know you're traveling. All right. So smile, everyone. Done. Thank you so much. And just before our visiting Toastmasters leave, a big thank you to all of you. Today is Republic Day, and we talk about unity. It was a good show of unity of Toastmasters as well, of the whole community. Thanks for joining in. Over to you, Toastmaster Sai.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aditya. I request you all to kindly vote in the polls that Toastmaster Mitesh has shared in the chat.
Yes, Sudha ma'am, you want to say something?
Yeah, thanks, Raviraj. I just feel that we have a lot of visiting Toastmasters today. We didn't get a proper introduction in terms of where they are coming from, which club they are from. So before we end and go on to the awards, can we just have a quick round of, I mean, and they've taken such important roles as well. So I would like to really hear a one-liner from you guys, please. Thank you.
Okay, I'd like to set the ball rolling. My name is Shubhan Chakraborty. I'm from RIL Toastmasters Club, District 98, Division M, Area 1, and I am a corporate communication professional at Reliance Industries. Few things you need to know about me. I enjoy psychology. I love gardening, and in my free time, you'll usually find me cycling, or at least I try to. So as much time as I get. So yeah, that's about me.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I have, so who's your area director?
It's our club president, Sumit Arya.
Who, sorry?
Sumit Arya, Colonel Sumit Arya.
Oh, yes, of course, of course. Yeah, thank you. Who else? I mean, y'all can take the role, no problem.
Hi, Lavina, Toastmasters Lavina Vegwani this side. I am from DB Mumbai Toastmaster. I am the VP Education there. And yes, I'm from a corporate club. So it was my first time session attending a 2 hour meeting for me because we usually have it just 1 hour. And it is actually great to see, a meeting apart from a corporate club, having attending a community meeting I have never been a part of. It was a really great experience. And yes, some of the good takeaways which I have, maybe I would implement them at my level as well. So yeah, it was really great to see all you guys performing. And I would I really appreciate Aditya to actually contact me to maybe attend this meeting. Yeah, thank you so much, Aditya, for having me over. And yes, it was a great session. And yes, and I think so. We have already met. Like I have met many of you guys because I
Great.
was the contest chair
And
for.
what about Rohit? Rohit is a part of our club, I think.
Okay.
Rohit is from Transcendence, I think, Toastmasters Club, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Toastmaster Rohit.
Okay. So I am Rohit, and I am from Transcendent Toastmaster Club, Indore. Currently, I am pursuing my PhD in Operation Management and Quantitative Techniques from IIM Indore, and I would like to thank to Aditya give me an opportunity to came here. This is my first meeting as an online, so I learn a lot as a timer, and I keep coming to those meetings whenever I have seen any vacancy or any empty roles. So thank you all of you, and that's it.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for honoring the requests and being a part. We really enjoyed having you here. And let's collaborate more and try to see if we can have joint meetings. I'm sure Mitesh and Aditya and Raviraj and the rest of the team will do whatever necessary. But the kind of joint collaboration always gets out great results. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, as a VP education, I feel very happy. Although I've taken up the role just very recently, but to have a full-fledged meeting with 10 to 15 participants is always a trait for a VP education. Yeah. So if we can have the poll results, Mitesh.
Yeah. I think 12 participants have voted in the meeting. So the results are with me. And okay, so let's start with the very first category, which is best prepared speaker category. And today we had 4 speakers. And if anyone would like to have some guess or something for best prepared speaker.
Rupesh.
Rupesh, yeah.
man.
Yeah, congratulations, Toastmaster Krupesh, for the winning the category of Best Prepared Speaker for today's meeting. Toastmaster Krupesh is the best speaker for today's meeting. Okay, now let's move to next category, which is Best Speech Evaluator. So we had three evaluators, and all three were from visiting Toastmasters, very different clubs, I believe. Toastmaster Lavina, Toastmaster Shivani, and Toastmaster Girish. So if anyone could guess, I think for speech evaluation, I think she has left, but the winner for best speech evaluator is Toastmaster Lavina. Congratulations, Toastmaster Lavina. I will share the certificate with her later. So Toastmaster Lavina is the best speech evaluator for today's meeting. Okay, now move to next category, which is best tag role player. Best tag role player. And we had one Toastmaster Rohit uh, from, I think, as a visiting Toastmaster timer for today's meeting, Toastmaster Raviraj and Toastmaster Sanket. So here, if anyone would like to guess something,
Rohit.
okay, let's see. Okay, the winner for today's meeting is Toastmaster Sanket as the R counter for today's meeting. Congratulations, Toastmaster Sanket, for your amazing performance as the R counter. Okay, so let's move to next category, which is best table
By
topic.
how many votes Sanket won?
Yeah, 50% votes and other votes have been divided. So 50% votes. Congratulations, Toastmaster Sanket. You have won the category of R counter. So you should definitely apply for role players as well, I believe. Okay, the next category is best table topic speaker, and we had, I think, seven speakers today as a best as a table topic speaker. And again, here the category is taken away by Toastmaster Sanket by 50% votes with the majority. So, and the second rank is Toastmaster Sudha. But the first is Toastmaster Sanket. So, congratulations, Toastmaster Sanket, for winning the category of best table topic speaker.
First past the
I
poll
think
system.
I think
Democracy.
there's a mental bias, let me tell you. I think Sanket should not participate. I mean, I don't take this really. I'm not saying because I didn't win, please don't get me wrong. But I feel Sanket ka naam aa jata hai table topics pe, people just tick it off. That's not correct. Sanket, you should stop participating in table topics so that other
Absolutely.
people will be tested. And why don't you give prepared speeches, my dear? I want to see you in prepared
Ah,
speeches. वो नहीं कर रहे आप. This is not correct.
ऑफलाइन मीटिंग में देने वाले हैं वो, ऑनलाइन नहीं देंगे.
देंगे अच्छा ठीक है okay
Maybe we can have Toastmaster Sanket have a like 5 minute review or a evaluation of the table topics from next time for
yeah
everyone.
that's a
yeah,
good
at
one
least
that's
take
a
the
good one
Toastmaster of the day, I believe. That is also a great role. In online, at least you can take Toastmaster.
I want to thank him for taking up the tag role today. He never agrees. But today
Yeah,
I forced him to take up the role.
and Sanket you have to participate in table topics huh
yeah.
He took
Okay.
up the tag role and he won.
अरे
So it's a sign that he should take roles.
no I meant to say table topics contest sorry yeah he
Yeah,
should
Sure.
yeah.
participate in table
Definitely Sanket should participate in table topic contest.
Sure.
No competition.
Okay.
He should
The
compete
last
at
ऐसे
higher
category.
मत
levels.
बोलो हेलो ऐसे
अरे
मत कंपटीशन है
खुर्रम खान
No,
बैठे
no,
हैं
he
ऊपर.
should compete at higher levels, I told.
exactly you should push yourself out of the club first so I think this time there is competition there are good table topic speakers so let's see what happens
Uh, just in between, I need to leave urgently. There's some
Okay.
work. It was good to
Wait a
have
minute,
you.
Aditya. Wait a minute. There's a last category left, and that's for you. Okay. So
I
there's
तो
a
तूने
category of
result बोल
best
दिया.
of big three. Yeah,
रिजल्ट
there's
ही
a
बोल दिया
category.
तुमने क्या यार विदेश
nahi, best of big three mein there is a competition here. Okay, there is a tough competition. There was, but I believe if anyone could have some guesses here, best of big three, who could win the general
Aditya.
evaluation or the Toastmaster
I
of the
Aditya
think
or
meeting?
Sai
Sai
Prasad
Prasad. Sai
So
or
Prasad.
I also
Shubhayan.
felt the voting happened before the general evaluation was completed. So let me actually say that that was a flaw.
Yes, the Toastmaster Aditya is the winner of the best of big three category. The very I would say that rarely a table topic master has that crown, but table topic master Toastmaster Aditya, I think the way he got the questions with the support of ChatGPT, I think that is you
Yes.
if you can't beat the
I,
artificial intelligence, you should be friend with them. So I
yes,
think
I
that
would
is a
like
great
to thank
collaboration.
my companion and partner in crime, ChatGPT. and
Thank
Sam
Long
you.
live
Altman.
Sam Altman.
Congratulations,
Yes,
But
Toastmaster
very
Sam.
good topics, very good topics. I mean, literally set people thinking. Very good topics. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you,
But
everyone.
I
I'll
must,
just
but I must say again that the voting happened all together before the GE happened.
No, I mentioned that
I
by the
feel
end of
Shubayan also was a good
yes, the
qualifier.
Shuban is the second ranker here. So yes,
Shubayan, I have to give justice to you. Yeah. Come on. I
that was
mean,
a
you
tough
came
competition.
all the way
Th-
from Reliance. RIL से
That's
आ गए आप तो
that's
हमको
okay. That's okay. I
no,
mean,
it was a
that
good
is
general evaluation, and it was even more so because we had someone else from another club out, like a visiting Toastmaster giving a general evaluation. It was great to know a new perspective.
sure.
and also
Thank
the
you,
Toastmaster of
Toastmaster
the
Shuban.
day, who was the first time, Sai?
No, second
No,
time I
it's for
think
the
so.
second time, but he is coming for a meeting after a very long
And
break.
we just given him the
Yeah.
Toastmaster of the day, but I think that's a
TMOD.
great comeback,
Like
Toastmaster
kudos
Sai.
to him for
Congratulations.
taking up the TMOD role.
Yeah.
Thank you for the opportunity, everyone.
And we hope for more speeches also from your end in the coming meetings.
Yes. So, yeah, now that we have concluded with the polls, I think we can close this meeting. Yeah, we had an enriching session, and I would like to invite our presiding officer, Toastmaster Raviraj, to share his closing remarks with us.
Yeah, thank you so much, Toastmaster Saiprasad. And it was a great session indeed. Every one of you who participated and attended this meeting made it actually worth it. It was full of life lessons, full of entertainment and education. So thank you so much. And I thank each and every one of you, every visiting Toastmaster, every Toastmaster here who has attended this meeting. And yeah, thank you to all of today's speakers for like giving such a flawless speeches filled with entertainment and education and filled with life lessons. I got a lot from this meeting and hope each and every one of you have gotten many things from this meeting. I wish you very happy Republic Day to all, and thank you so much. Thank you for spending your time and energy. Thank you. Yeah, I'll
Thank you,
hand it
everyone.
over to Toastmaster of the Day, Saiprasad.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good
Thank you,
afternoon.
everyone.
Thank you.
Happy Republic Day.
Thank you.
See
Thank
you.
you, everyone. Happy Republic.